Okay, this is me putting together my new Honda Element Gobi roof rack. It comes in a box, looks like that. It's all wrapped in plastic, all nice and everything. I got a couple extra attachments. I got the ladder. So here's the thing. Comes in this big box. Takes two people to carry it. Here's the rack. I put it on these two bits of cardboard. See the rack, not a lot of pieces. There's the fairing. The rack has these cables connected everywhere. A bit of the detail. It's very pretty. I'm happy with it. There's the ladder. I ordered some extra bits. This is axe shovel attachment. Here's a tire mount kit so I could take the tire out of the back of the car and put it on the roof of the car and then have more space in the back of the car to stick things. Here's the manual. Came with 3 bags of bolts. These paper things, I'm sure they're the mounts to actually attach the rack to the roof. Here's the ladder, which would go on the back. A couple little extra bits. And a mysterious white envelope. I unpacked those 4 packages, and they have these bits in them. And as you can see, the first bits here have like sticky tape underneath them. They're like L brackets. The next bits are like these. They say Gobi on them. Pretty cute if you like advertising. Here's some other bits. They're like coated in a little rubbery kind of stuff. They all have markings on what they should do, where they should go. The white envelope turned out to be the actual installation instructions with some Allen keys and stuff. Also installation instructions. Oh, that was for the ladder. I'm a dummy. Next step, I have to take the attachments off the roof that are covering the bracket holders, which look like that. And I don't really know what I'm doing, but there's kind of little screwdriver holes, so I'm going to take the man approach and just go at it. And I'll show you the result in a minute. I popped the caps off to reveal these attachments here. The caps just had a little lip here. And I put the screwdriver in. You can sort of see the screwdriver dimple. Pop them right off. Totally easy. Step A was a breeze. Okay, I've managed to figure out that I need to attach these bolts to those brackets, which will then connect to the mounts here. On this one here, when I first put it on there, I thought, oh no, it's touching here and something's wrong. But after careful inspection, it's totally nice because it lines up there perfectly. And these holes aren't, there's nothing blocking them. And the line is really tight and clean. So in the end, it will actually look pretty. So that's actually nice. Okay, more in a bit. There we go. All 4 attached. Screws went in nicely. Everything was all smooth. Piece of cake. Okay, I figured out the next bit. I'm supposed to take these bolts, attach them to these brackets, and then these brackets go onto these things I've attached here, like so. So it will look like that on all 4 of them. So I'll do that. Show you what it looks like. There you have it. All 4 things attached. Pretty cool. You can install this ladder, which looks like this. Gobi. So what they do is they give you this piece here, which looks like this. and it has this lip here, and at the top of the roof there's a seam. So you take that lip and you put it in the seam. It goes in there pretty easily. And then also what will happen is then you take this ladder, and at the top it has some holes. You put those holes in the ladder, like so. All of a sudden you have the coolest ladder ever, which will let one climb up onto the roof. Here's another little detail. Here's this bracket I installed, which is black, and it has this dip here. And here's the thing that it's attaching the trunk to the car. I want that center bit to be on either side of this thing, so I'm going to move that thing down so that it's most of the weight is directly over this hinge to see if it can support somebody small's weight. Okay, the next thing I have to do is I have to attach these C brackets, which have these little rubber things on them, to those before I put the rack on the car. And on the bottom of these things is sticky stuff, so this will actually sit on the top of the roof in the back and then stick to the car. Not exactly thrilled about sticky stuff on the paint job, but oh well. So I'll do that now. I have to go get a certain type of cleaning solution to clean the car so that the sticky stuff will stick properly. But I'll do that now, attach those things to there, and more in a bit. Okay, so I got the rack on. That's what the rack looks like. The rack's not tightened down because you have to line up those C clamps, which I showed you before, which look like this. First I'll show you the ladder here. So what they want you to do is you put a piece of masking tape 2 inches from the side so that this thing lines up with this, because you have to also clean this area here and take the sticky tape off the bottom of the ladder. And on the bottom here they wanted it 6 1/4 inches so that this will line up with that eventually, and then the ladder will be square. And then up here with these C-clips, they wanted us to mask around the edge of it so we can see where it's going to sit once the rack is on there, and then we can clean the bottom, take the tape off, stick it down, tighten it down, it'll all be nice. We did both sides. Here's the other side. But that's it, roof rack on Honda Element. I have to take it off now, clean those things up, put it back on, tighten it down. But all in all, it seems pretty smart. I like it. When I cleaned the surface to stick the sticky tape on, which is on the bottom of the ladder and stuff, I was told to use, or it says to use this stuff which is called denatured alcohol, which is this stuff that's really poisonous and a bit scary, but that's what I used. Okay, it's all finally done. I installed the ladder. The ladder, I had to clean this part with the rubbing alcohol because this has a sticky thing on here. And down here as well, I had to clean with rubbing alcohol because it's also got a sticky thing there. But there's what the ladder looks like. Okay, so this is how the bottom of the ladder attaches. There's a couple bits. There's this kind of C bracket, which goes over the lip of the ladder and secures it to the thing. There's some sticky tape in there. And on the other side, there's also sticky tape, and there's a silver metal plate that goes in there, which is sort of soft, and that sort of bends to the frame. So that's what that looks like. It attaches on there. The bolts stick out, but they don't hit the rim at all, not even a mark. And that's the bottom of the ladder. I also got this attachment, which is a rooftop wheel holder, and it has a hook, and the hook goes through a thing that I've mounted on the roof. This goes through the tire, those things screw down, the plate holds the tire down, and that lets me get more space from the floorboards where my tire is under the Honda Element floorboards to put cool things. And the other end of that connects to this thing, which I've attached on the roof rack, which is the other end of the thing. So tire can sit up here, more space inside. Roof rack on, all tightened down securely. It's very nice actually. I got these extra little connector things that let me strap a shovel and some other thing that go through these holes. This thing is a locking thing, has a lock. So there's 2 of those on the car. This front fairing has 3 ties, and you do the one up in the middle here, and then you get that a certain length, and then these ones you actually bend the bar. As you can see, there's a bar here that's bent, and then you pull those back and you tighten those up so that the thing gets a curve, and it kind of looks like it gets the curve of the whole thing. But that's what it looks like. Gobi roof rack installed on a Honda Element. And while I'm at it, let me show you the inside. Of course, I've got the 12-volt cooler. That means I got drinks handy at any time. I'm always in the car alone. And in the back, Honda Element, I've got a bed, which is set up at all times. Pillows. There's enough room for my feet. I've also got this hanging cabinet thing. And on the inside, I've got an egg carrier, a cooker, some plates, a pot, pan, gas, lots of stuff. I stuff pillows in there so it doesn't rattle. And I've got rice and basically enough food for a long time. I keep a water bottle over there, pillows there. I look out that way over my thing. But it's the ultimate camping mobile, Honda Element. And then the last bit, I've got this fancy bike rack. I got a trailer hitch from U-Haul, who has the best deals. And then I got this fancy bike rack, which folds up. It's folded down right now. But there we go. Thank you for watching.